One of the first things you'll want to do once you get started using Moodle is to update your profile in eClass or Moodle. So to do that, once you're logged in to eClass and you're here at this page that's basically your dashboard or your home page, I think in Moodle it's actually called, or in eClass it's actually called My Home. I call it a dashboard. Click on the link called My Profile under Navigation, and in a moment the profile page will appear if you click on View Profile. And then to update it or to edit it, you need to go under the Settings box and click on Edit Profile. I've already gone in and added a few things to my profile, and you will need to do this as well. We would really appreciate it if you could put in a photo of yourself in your profile. Part of this is because I think it's really important that we start to associate names with faces rather than just having everybody be a name on the discussion forum. And the great thing in Moodle is that on the discussion forum, when you've got a picture in your profile, the picture actually shows up beside every message that you post. So it really makes it a little more personal. But also you'll want to update your profile to do a couple of other things. So this is what your profile page looks like. Your name is already automatically in there. It's pulled in from Beartracks, and your UAlberta email address as well. You can decide what sort of settings you want here. The one thing I would caution you is to make sure that you change your email auto subscription setting here, because the default is that you are automatically subscribed to any forum that you post in. And since you'll be posting a lot of things in a lot of different formats, or forums rather, that means you get lots and lots and lots of email, and you don't want that many email. You're going to read all these discussion posts in Moodle. You don't need them in your email inbox. So make sure you've changed that to say no, don't automatically subscribe me to forums. And what that means is if there is a particular forum you want to get an email update for, you can do that in the course itself. But for the most part, I would guess you don't want any emails, and so you don't want to be automatically subscribed. The other thing you want to change is this forum tracking. You want it to keep track of new posts for you, so make sure you've clicked on that. So no, you don't want auto subscribe. Yes, you do want highlighting new posts when there is a new one to read. The rest you can add or change, edit as you need to. Make sure you put in your city or your town, partly because that's just interesting for us to know and to remember where everybody is from. And then this is where you change your picture. And basically this works the same way as adding an attachment to an email or to a blog post or anything like that. You will need to choose a file on your computer. Note that maximum size for new files is 100 megabytes, and it is pretty strict about that, so you'll need to make sure you crop a picture and save it in a slightly lower resolution perhaps than you have on your computer already. Put it on your computer in a location that's easy to find. Choose a file, find it on your computer, and add it to Moodle. And like I say, the nice thing about having the picture in your profile is that you will see that all of our little smiling faces show up beside our discussion posts when we post something, and so that's really cool. You can add some interests here if you want. I haven't done that. 'Tis the season where it doesn't feel like I have time for any interests. And then you can add some other information here. You can add your Skype ID if you have one. If you have a web page or a blog that you want to include, you can add it here. I've put my Twitter page here so that you can follow me on Twitter when you start doing that. If you want to include a phone number or an address, you can do that, although that's certainly not required. So make sure you've taken a few minutes as you get started with Moodle to update your profile. Really make sure you've changed the auto subscription and the forum tracking here. Those are two really important things. And the third really important thing is to add a photo here so that we can see your wonderful face when we log on. So if you have any questions, do let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much in advance for updating your profile.